News View, here for you. Hello and welcome again to News View for another Friday in April. Today I'm actually doing the show on a Friday. That's never happened before, I don't think, at least not the same day. And I'd like to say hello to all my friends in Annandale, Sydney, in Australia. We get viewers on the internet from around the world, and hello to all viewers watching. Thank you. And tonight's top story comes from Breitbart.com, and it's about British Petroleum shares are falling due to pressure from the Gulf oil rig mess down in the Gulf of Mexico. This is from London, where British Petroleum, or BP, is headed, and the massive oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico has made their shares go down 2% and 7% in London. Shares have dropped there from 655.4 pence on the 20th to 584.2 pence. And in New York, BP shares fell $4.78 to close at $52.56. And this is taking their market value to about $25 billion since this disaster in the Gulf of Mexico. And that's your top story for tonight. Next, we have a national story here in America about national ID card is being proposed by Democrats in America, and these cards would have biometric identifiers stored within a chip in the card and would be used by the employer of any job in the country and be scanned. The ACLU is blasting this. They do not approve of this at all, and if this bill for this ID card becomes the law, everybody in the country would have to be fingerprinted. Um, so, so we'd have to be fingerprinted, and some people are calling this Orwellian, and Illinois Senator Dick Durbin said that the public has become more comfortable with the idea of a national identification card. And he calls it critical, and he says we now live in a world where we take off our shoes in the airport and pull out our identification. Now, this would, I don't know. I just don't think that's a good idea. Maybe it is, but they might make everyone get an ID card if this bill becomes law. And you can see more about this story on thehill.com. Okay, next story. Yahoo News reports that China is planning to start a 24-hour English-speaking TV news station. That's right, China. So they won't get in on the action of English news, and they're going to begin trial broadcasts around the clock, including segments, feature stories, weather updates, and special bulletins, says the Xinhua News Agency. And this will launch on July 1st officially, I'm presuming of this year, since it doesn't give a year. So July 1st, 2010, maybe you'll be able to get Chinese TV news. Now, the way they over in China, that would be interesting, I think, to see a show. They've started broadcasting in the European countries this year, and those programs are in Chinese and in Asian languages. Now, CCTV began 24-hour channel to Arabic-speaking countries last year. That was last year, and that's it for that story for now. And that's it for this segment of News View. Stay tuned for a break, and after the break, when we come back with more news. Okay, welcome back to News View on a Friday in Champaign-Urbana. Oh, yes. And the next story is about DWS Inc., the owners of WDWS and WHMS AM. Well, WHMS is FM, WDWS is AM, you probably know. And it looks like they have purchased WUIL-FM out of Arcola, Illinois. Now, I find this interesting. There's no mention of a format change here at all for that station or any of them. I'll just see what happens with that. It says that the northernmost portions of Champaign aren't reached by the 60 dBu signal. So, and of course the News Gazette is in there too. So they'll probably add some things to that station, if not change it completely. I don't know. That's from the Radio Business Report, the Television Business Report, or rbr.com if you want to see more on that. Or you could probably, I don't know, maybe not. But the next story is about the U of I building a house, I guess it is, that is environmentally friendly, extremely environmentally friendly. It's solar powered, super insulated, and it's a gable home. Well, that was last year. But this year they've picked NCFI to help them win the International Environmental Competition this year. Last year they won first place in the U.S. and second place worldwide in the U.S. Department of Energy Solar Decathlon, which consists of 20 college and university teams who design, build, and operate a solar-powered, energy-efficient home. So, and if you want to see more about that, go to sprayfoam.com and read more. Now, if you have any news tips or any questions, comments, or complaints, you can make them to me at newsview@email.com. Or if you have questions, comments, or complaints, you can also call the station and if you have any tips, if you have any, like I said, comments, questions, or complaints, those are two ways you can reach me and the station. And the next story is about Parkland College. Parkland College had a bomb threat this week at the satellite campus, and this was the Mattis Avenue campus, and the bomb threat at 8:30 a.m. Tuesday. They decided it wasn't serious enough to close this campus, and the main campus was not effective, and so no trouble at Parkland after all, even after a bomb threat. And Iowa State University is going to it looks like they'll get the fastest supercomputer. The U of I is helping with this. So is IBM and Great Lakes Consortium for Pesticle Computation. And they're going to have a computer that can do a quadrillion calculations per second. I'm guessing a quadrillion is a lot here. Very fast computer being built for Iowa State with the help of the U of I. And stay tuned for another break, weather, the Star Spangled Banner, and the credits and PSAs. Thank you for watching NewsView on a Friday night in Champaign-Urbana. Good night. Here is your NewsView weekend weather forecast for tonight. Low temperature of 63 degrees Fahrenheit with thunderstorms. On Saturday, we'll see a high temperature of 79 degrees with a chance of rain. Saturday night, we'll see a low temperature of 60 degrees with thunderstorms. And Sunday, high temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit with thunderstorms. And Sunday night, a low temperature of 52 degrees Fahrenheit and mostly cloudy. This has been your NewsView weather forecast for tonight.
love? Is it romance? Being with people you like? Giving or receiving nice things? Is it about sacrifice? Putting others first? Well, love can be all those things. But there is one perfect love, God's love, and it can strengthen all others. We're your neighbors, the people of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, and we want you to know that with Jesus Christ, love really can be all it was meant to be.